Welcome to Success Craft, your go-to channel for inspiring stories and insights on how today's biggest companies rose to power. We dive deep into the success secrets of industry giants, sharing valuable lessons for entrepreneurs, business leaders, and anyone looking to succeed in today's world. So if you're ready to learn and be inspired, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. The story of Facebook, from a dorm room to global domination. In 2004, a 19-year-old college student launched a website that would soon change the world. It wasn't fancy, just a simple platform for students to connect. But what started as a small project quickly exploded into a worldwide phenomenon. This is the story of how Facebook became one of the biggest companies on the planet and how its founder, Mark Zuckerberg, turned an idea into a global empire. Introduction. Mark Zuckerberg was just another college kid at Harvard, a computer science major who loved coding, but like many young people, he had a vision, a desire to build something that could bring people together. But even Mark didn't know the true potential of what he was about to create. On February 4th, 2004, Zuckerberg launched a website called The Facebook. It was a platform designed for Harvard students to connect and share ideas. He didn't plan for it to grow beyond his university, but little did he know, he was sitting on an idea that would change how billions of people communicate. The birth of Facebook. Let's rewind a bit. Before Facebook, there was something called FaceMash, a small project that Mark created in 2003. It was a platform where students could compare photos of their classmates and vote on who was more attractive. It was controversial and quickly shut down by Harvard, but it sparked an idea in Mark's mind. People were curious about each other. What if there was a way to connect them all in a more positive way? That's how the concept of Facebook was born. In his dorm room, Mark wrote the code for a new website that would allow students to create profiles, add friends, and communicate. He called it The Facebook, and within 24 hours of launching, more than 1,000 Harvard students signed up. But that was just the beginning. Soon, other Ivy League schools started asking for access, and before Mark knew it, the Facebook was spreading like wildfire across the country. Growth beyond Harvard. After seeing the massive interest from other schools, Mark realized that he was onto something much bigger than he originally thought. He quickly expanded Facebook to other universities across the U.S., and by 2005, it was open to anyone with a college email address. Mark's team grew too. His roommates, Eduardo Savarine, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes, joined him, and together they started developing new features to make Facebook even more engaging. But Mark had an even bolder vision. He wanted to connect the whole world, not just students. In 2005, Facebook raised its first major investment, $12.7 million from Axel Partners. This funding gave Mark the resources he needed to expand Facebook beyond universities. Soon, anyone with a valid email address could create a profile and join the platform. Facebook was growing at a rapid pace, but success didn't come without its challenges. Early challenges and legal battles. While Facebook was gaining popularity, Mark faced his first major challenge. In 2004, his classmates, the Winklevoss twins, along with Divya Narendra, filed a lawsuit against him, claiming that Mark had stolen their idea for a social network called ConnectU. They argued that Mark had promised to help them build their site, but instead created Facebook on his own. The legal battle lasted for years, and it wasn't easy for Mark. The Winklevoss twins were determined to prove that Facebook was their idea, and it cast a shadow over Mark's early success. In 2008, the case was finally settled for $65 million. But despite the legal drama, Facebook continued to grow. Mark knew that if he let these challenges slow him down, he might miss the opportunity to make Facebook the global platform he dreamed of. So Mark pushed forward, focusing on building new features and expanding Facebook's reach. Facebook takes over the world. By 2008, Facebook had over 100 million users, and the number kept growing. Mark and his team were constantly adding new features that kept people coming back to the platform every day. One of the most important updates was the launch of the news feed in 2006. This feature changed everything. Instead of just visiting individual profiles, users could now see updates from all their friends based on their interests and activities. This advertising model quickly became one of Facebook's main sources of revenue. Mark's decision to prioritize user experience while slowly introducing ads was a game changer. It allowed Facebook to grow without overwhelming users with ads too early. By 2010, Facebook had 500 million users. The platform wasn't just a social network anymore. It was becoming a global phenomenon. The IPO and public company challenges. In 2012, Facebook took a huge step. It went public. The IPO was one of the largest in history, raising $16 billion and valuing Facebook at over $100 billion. Mark was now officially one of the youngest billionaires in the world, but going public came with new challenges. Suddenly, Facebook had to answer to shareholders, and the pressure to grow even faster was intense. Mark remained focused on his long-term vision, connecting the world. Despite the pressures of running a public company, he stayed committed to keeping Facebook user-friendly and innovative. Even with this massive success, Mark faced criticism from investors and the media, but he continued to push forward, leading Facebook into its next chapter. Expanding the empire, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus. As Facebook continued to dominate the social media space, Mark knew that staying on top meant evolving and expanding. In 2012, Facebook made a bold move. It bought Instagram for $1 billion. At the time, many people thought this was a crazy amount of money to spend on a photo-sharing app, but Mark saw Instagram's potential. Today, Instagram has over 1 billion users and is one of Facebook's most successful acquisitions. Just 2 years later, in 2014, Facebook bought WhatsApp for a staggering $19 billion. With WhatsApp, Mark wanted to make sure Facebook stayed relevant in the growing world of messaging apps. But Mark wasn't done. He had his eyes set on the future of technology. So in 2014, Facebook acquired Oculus VR, a company working on virtual reality. Mark believed that VR could be the next big thing, and he wanted Facebook to lead the way. These acquisitions helped Facebook stay ahead of the competition, but they also came with new challenges and responsibilities. Controversies and the Cambridge Analytica scandal. In 2018, Facebook faced one of its biggest controversies, the Cambridge Analytica scandal. It was revealed that a political consulting firm had harvested data from millions of Facebook users without their consent. This scandal sparked a global debate about privacy and data security, and Facebook was at the center of it all. Mark was called to testify before Congress, and Facebook faced intense scrutiny from governments, users, and the media. The company promised to improve its privacy policies and protect user data, but the scandal left a lasting impact on Facebook's reputation. Despite the challenges, Facebook continued to grow, and Mark remained focused on his long-term vision for the company. The future, Meta, and the metaverse. In 2021, Facebook announced a major rebrand. The company would now be called Meta. The new name reflected Mark's vision for the future, the metaverse. The metaverse is a virtual world where people can interact, work, and play, and Mark believes it will be the next big evolution of the internet. With Meta, Mark is once again taking a bold risk, just like he did when he started Facebook from his dorm room. He's betting that the metaverse will transform how we live our lives, and Meta is investing heavily to make that future a reality. Facebook's journey from a small college project to a global tech giant is nothing short of extraordinary, but the story is far from over. Conclusion. So what can we learn from Facebook's success story? Mark Zuckerberg didn't just create a social network,